Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're talking Pikqchu, we're talking damage cap, we're talking all those fun things that make me so goddamn mad when it comes to this particular game. So, we're diving into Pikqchu level 260 plus, and around 260 is when you hit the 1 trillion damage cap. Now, we have the full batch team here, we are taking the full batch team in, trying to do as much damage as we possibly can, just talking about the fact that the damage cap, is by far the worst thing that ever happened to OPTC. I ramble on about it, every single month, honestly, probably more than you probably guys want to hear about it, but I genuinely believe, putting all of the EOS jokes aside and all of that chat that negative people want to talk about, this could honestly be the death of OPTC, the damage cap alone. Not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, not going to say it's happening a year down the line, I'm not putting a date on it, but I feel like if OPTC was to die, it's because of the damage cap. It is by far the dumbest thing OPTC has ever done. And I have a lot of praise for the game. I love playing the game. I played every single day. I played it for a very long time. But I'm still willing to point out the flaws and the negative decisions that are made by the higher-ups in Bandai. And the damage cap is a negative for everyone. It's a negative for the players. It's a negative for the big guys that want the big cash in their pockets. So I don't understand why it's still a thing. And hopefully, one day, they look at it and they go, hey, maybe we should increase this damage cap at a bare minimum. Or just remove the fucking thing. It doesn't need to be in the game. Why give us all of these crazy Ferraris and then say, all right, here's this really windy road we have to break every 10 seconds? It doesn't make any sense. So, look, today we're doing 25 trillion damage, which honestly, seeing damage numbers in the game this high is crazy. Obviously, we did see wild and disgusting things with the 10.5 anniversary batch, 98 trillion or something silly. This particular team, by the way, definitely can hit upwards of 80 trillion damage with a Sabo level 5. And then obviously just with a little bit of changes in terms of bringing a better orb booster and stuff like that, definitely possible to actually hit more. But I just thought, hey, let's just dive in with the full batch team and let's have a chat about it. Now, the fact that Pikqchu goes up to 10 trillion or 11 trillion damage, or HP I should say, is hilarious because this particular team can actually hit that, but because of the damage cap, it just doesn't matter. Now, normally we would use Brook, but there is Grey Shield, so Brook is kind of out of the question with HP cut strats, but we do have the Giant strat that we used in the Super Boss, so I am going to be looking at trying, this was my last run of the day, so I can't do it today, but I'm going to be looking at sort of just testing with the Giants. The Giants are a bit finicky because they have to do a certain amount of damage, and if they hit over 1 trillion damage and it's not at the point where the damage cap's already kicked in, then you're not really seeing the full potential of them, but you can see upwards of 5 trillion damage from them, which is kind of crazy. Ironically though, it's still going to not be enough to actually take down the level 300, so it just doesn't make any sense to me why they want to make the HP cap at 11 trillion and then gate us behind damage cap at 1 trillion, but give us a team that can do well over 25 trillion damage, or 70 trillion damage if you have everything crazily maxed out. Now, I actually did some more summons and that I went way harder on the battles than I should have. My Ace White Bit is rainbowed, my Luffy is rainbowed. This is with a final tap level 5, this is with a level 5 rush. But my Sabo is only level 1, so like I said, just take that with a grain of salt. It could be a much, much higher attack boost with the 3 times multiplier that Sabo gives on top of the extra orb benefit that he actually does. So as you guys see here, once we get the rush going of White Bit and Ace, they're already hitting for a disgusting number. And then Sabo himself is hitting for a disgusting number. But I have taken screenshots of what the strength characters actually hit. So as you'll see here, Garp's hitting for, 4.4. Actually, I took for a screenshot that was incorrect then. 4.4, and then one of Luffy's hitting for 7 trillion. 7.8 trillion, and then we clock it off with 14 trillion damage. Damage cap brings it down to 1.2 trillion. As you can see, the enemy's still alive. We just die, and it's basically a waste of a run. So, it just... I don't know what to say. So yeah, here's the screenshot from the final shot from the level 5 final tap Luffy. As you can see there, it's 14 trillion damage. The gold numbers implicate trillion. And then if you kind of scroll across here, I believe that was from Garp, but as we saw in the video, it was actually 4 point something. And then this was from one of the Luffys at 7.8. So if you add all of these up, say 7.8 times plus 4.4, we're already looking at, it's 12.2 trillion on top of then the 14.5, 0.6 really. So the team's doing a disgusting amount of damage that's well over the damage threshold that they've put on the game. So I don't understand what's stopping them from just saying, all right, cool, let's just remove the damage cap in general, or make the damage cap now whatever the HP stat is of the level 300 boss. Like, wouldn't that make the most sense? So that way we can actually play the game past level 260. Now look, PK, you realistically don't need to go past 200. Like, you just hit 200, get all your rewards, and call it a day. But like, we want to have fun. If we have these crazy units, like, let us use these units and let us see these disgustingly high numbers that we can get in the game. On top of all of that, they released this step-up campaign from the 4th to the 8th of January, which is 5 days. They've given us this 5 days period that is after the Hime Turtle event. So basically the bonus period has ended. So if you get any Hime Turtles after this, it doesn't go towards the gems that you can get in-game. So a lot of people aren't playing PK right now, but this is obviously a really good incentive to get people playing up until the Super Pirate Rumble starts. So this week is now like a dead week in OPTC until Friday when we get the Super Pirate Rumble. There's really nothing to do, but PK, it's on every single day, and once everyone hits the threshold of the rewards, people pretty much stop playing. So this is a really, really good campaign. I honestly think they should do this, all jokes aside, every single month. This should be a campaign in the game all the time, where it makes people play, or gives more people incentive to play PK after those rewards are actually gone. Now, once you get 200, like I said, you can just play like level 90 or level 150. As long as you get clears, it will actually go into the total. The downside is they want us to clear it 200,000 times. Now, if I have 5 runs a day in PK, which is a whole nother problem with PK, the fact that you can only do it 5 times a day, well, 3 on natural stamina and then 2 with the meats. Just let us use meats like crazy, man. This is another prime example of where people will spend meats to actually get clears done. But 200,000? That's crazy. You're giving us 5 days to do this. So for me personally, I can only do a maximum of 25 runs. That's going to take like, what, 1,000 people is 25,000? And then you expect us to do 200,000? Like, it's just absurd. It's absurd numbers. I genuinely don't think we will hit 200,000 unless, like, the Japanese player base, like, carries us home. But the fact that they've gone and slapped this on for 5 days on a 5 run per day limit after a campaign where we would get the bonus rewards, and when you hit a certain level, you actually can't complete it anymore, just makes zero sense. It makes absolutely no sense at all. And the power creep is real, but the damage cap still exists, so the power creep doesn't matter at all. So let me know what your gripes are. Let me know what your grimes are. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section below. But while you're down there, belt the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Do all that good stuff. Hopefully Bandai sees this and does something about the damage cap, because, like, man, I'm going to keep shouting from the rooftops that it needs to go, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. But most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Let's